Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, and welcome to the Global Community Connection. How are you out there? How you doing out there? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad that you're with us. So glad and hope. Oh, where's my glasses? They're hanging in my chest. Can't see from my boobs. Uh, okay. We got some problems streaming. Miss June says that they're having problems with our destination. So I'll leave that up to you. Good morning, Maryland. Good morning, Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to the Global Community Connection. I'm so glad that you are with us this morning. Get your notebook and your pencil. I've got some goodness for you this morning. I also have a guest today. I've got something so exciting. I could just whirly bird right off my seat. Come on in, call somebody, let them know New Jersey, Brooklyn's in the house, Portland, Oregon is in the house. Ruth from Chicago, Illinois, as if there was another Chicago someplace. Toronto is in the house. Richmond's in the house, the DMV. Ooh, I'm so happy for you. America's Georgia's. I swear I don't know where that is. Matthew, Florida, Renee and Matthew from Florida. Hey, good morning, Bay Area, California. Denver's in the house this morning. Michigan is in the house. Chino Hills, I know where Chino Hills is. I like Chino Hills. Trinidad is in the house. I guess you got that saltfish soaking for tomorrow. Montreal, Canada is here. Arizona is here. South Carolina. Now, you know better than to say South Carolina. Where in South Carolina? You got to say St. Louis. Louis is in the house, Danbury, Connecticut. Come on into the Global Community Connection this morning. I got some good stuff for you. We got a lesson. We're going to suit up, Brooklyn. Happy birthday. Oh, to who? To me? It's not my birthday. Vegas is in the house. ATL is in the house. Oakland, Cali is in the house. So glad you are here this morning. Oh, we used to do this every week, and we haven't been doing it. And I do so miss you, St. Louis. I miss you, Trenton. Good morning. How are you? Joppatown MD is in the house. Memphis is in the house. Jacksonville is in the house. So glad everybody is here. And A. Fisher, a new member. Yay! Joycey, East Orange. Good morning from Connecticut. Connecticut's in the house. Nola's in the house. Dallas is in the house. Texas. You can't just say Texas. You got to tell us where. Shout out your city. Be proud. Good morning, LA. Good morning to all the beautiful people. Good morning, Malcolm. How you doing? Jackson, Mississippi is in the house. Where's that? Culpeper. I know where that is too. North Wisconsin. Good. Didn't y'all just have the RNC there? Y'all better watch your ears. Watch your ears. Savannah, Georgia's in the house. Fort Pierce is in the house. So anyway, we're going to suit up this morning. You know, when we do the suit up, I give you a statement. Good morning, Israel. Good morning. Thank you. Tai Chai is in the house. South Africa is in the house. Beautiful name. Oh my God, I wish I could say that. I can't say it. You know, when I went to South Africa back in the 90s and I went down into some of the villages, they did this whole ceremony for me, and they gave me my shield, and they gave me my staff, and they gave me the name Mapenya, woman of victory. Yes. Good morning, Grenada. Oh, we got a lot of Caribbeans in the house this morning. Grenada and Trinidad and Jamaica. Good morning to you, beloved. So anyway, when I give you your suit up, your statement, you type the whole thread in the box, type the whole thread in the box, and then put your answer in the box. Okay. All right. So this morning we're going to shoot up with, I am done with. Tell me, what are you done with this morning? What are you complete, finished? What are you not putting up with? You're not with now. I am done with what? Put it in the thread. I am done with. Can I tell you something? yesterday, you know, I live in the country. I tell you all that all the time. Oh, good. I'm done with complaining. Well, I'm going to complain just for a minute. Okay. Yesterday, because I live in the country and doing my prayer 6:30 in the morning, and a mouse ran across my living room floor. Let me tell you something. I'm done with him. It. Okay. I spent from 9 o'clock yesterday morning until damn near 7 o'clock last night. Me and my house manager, Ife, we searched for that beast. It's a beast. You hear me? I can't do it. I can't do mice. Listen. And and I get field mice. They got big heads and big ears and little bodies. He could have his whole house. Okay. And all 12 acres of this land, but he got to go. I called Terminex. I said, I got a mouse and I need a murderer. Come get him today. Okay. I'm done with babysitting adults. I love that one. Come on, suit up this morning. I am done. Make the declaration, make the decree, put it out there. I'm done with narcissistic abuse. Yes, I'm done with all kind of abuse. It don't matter what kind. I'm done with procrastination. Yes, I'm done with overextending myself. I want you to say it with feeling. I want to feel that feeling in the thread. I am done with what? Make it all caps. Go ahead, make it all caps. I'm done with others in my headspace. I'm done staying home on the weekends. Yeah, okay. I was talking to Ace Metaphor. I said, what do women need to do if they want a good date? He said, get out of the house. How many of us say, get off them dating sites? Go out. I'm done with my self-sabotage. Good. I'm done with saying no to me. Good. Oh, yes. Come on. Pump it up. I'm done with being financially strained. Oh, I got something good for you this morning. I'm done with living beneath my worth. Yes. I'm done with self-sac. Done. I'm done. I'm done with the mouse. Okay. I'm done. I cleaned out everything I could clean out. I don't eat all over my house. He got to go. I'm done with being bullied. Now, don't worry about how it's going to shift, how it's going to change, because I got something for you today that's going to help you get a shift and change, because you know if it's in your energy frequent, if it's in you, you're going to attract it. So we're going to clean that up. I'm done with settling for situationships. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, I'm done with denying myself ice cream. I'm done with that. I'm not doing that no more. Now, I'm not going to eat it every day. I'm done with overthinking. Good. I'm done with thinking about my past. Not just thinking about it, but allowing my past to infect my future. Will somebody please put that in the thread? I'm done with allowing my past to infect and pollute my future. I am done. Yes, I'm done with not eating ice cream. I'm done with it. I had ice cream yesterday. Well, I did too. Because I'm done worrying about calories. Hello? Here's my declaration. If I love it, it is calorie free. How about that? If I love it. Now, I'm going to do everything within reason. And I really don't eat too much stuff that's too crazy. I love, you know what I'm going to eat when I finish this? I got a tomato from the stand, because it's summer. You can get the little fruit stands all up and down the road. I got me a tomato and I got a cucumber. I'm going to slice them up, the tomato and the cucumber, and put some Italian dressing on it and some salt and pepper. And hardly wait. Now, that excites me. A fresh tomato and a cucumber. I need to get out more. I'm done allowing my past to infect my future. Good, 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 good. Come on, suit up this morning. You got some people out there that you need to be done with. Be done with them and then call them over. Tell them to put what they done with in the thread too. I'm done with getting out of my own head. You mean you're done with being in your own head? You want to get out of your own head. I'm done. How about this? I am done being alone in my head without adult supervision. Because it's dangerous. You know how they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste? Lord have mercy. They don't know the half of it. I'm done with believing I'm not good enough for my ex and our 3 children. Good. Just be done. How about I'm done with my ex? How about that? I'm done neglecting myself. I'm done rejecting myself. I'm done abandoning myself. I'm done leaving myself for last. I am done. I am done. Come on, I'm done with other people's crazy. I love it. I love it. I'm done with other people's crazy. My crazy is enough. Okay. I'm done with high blood pressure. Good. Oh, that is so good. I am done. Grand Rising, Kimberly, what you done with today? I'm done with envy. Good. I'm done being the second choice. Whoa, okay. Ooh, some of these things got a good story. I'm done with being stuck financially, worrying about money. I'm done. I am done. I'm done holding on to other people's opinions. Yes, I'm done with dimming my light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little, why the light got to be little? Can't the light be big? This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. See that trick in that? That was a trick. This little light. No. I'm done with having a little light. Somebody put that in the thread for me. I'm done with my light being little. I'm done with my light being green. I want a brilliant white light shining out in the world. I'm done with people pleasing. Yes. I'm done with accommodating what I don't want. That is beautiful. That thing right there, accommodating what you don't want. I'm done with believing other people know more about me than I do. Hallelujah. That's a hallelujah moment right there. Come on, 30 more seconds. I'm done. I'm done with dimming my big light. Yeah. Good. I'm done with feeling sickness. Okay. How about I'm done with, I don't want to say not being healthy because that not is going to be neutralized. All right, I'll take it. I'm done with being in the past. Yes, I'm done with anything that disturbs my joy. I'm done with complaining. I'm done with settling. Come on, y'all got this one. I'm done with being little. Yes, yes, yes. Be not content with littleness. Be not content with littleness. I'm done with a little light. I'm done with being done. I'm done with excuses. I'm done with lupus. We bless, we back, and we ask for the lesson so it can move on. Excellent. I'm done with people who know everything. I'm done with people who tolerate rather than celebrate me. Good. I'm done being in pieces, but not peace. Oh, come on. Y'all got this thing right here. I'm done with anxiety. I'm done with congestive heart failure. Well, wait a minute, Marco. We don't want to be done with congestive heart failure. Okay, I got it. You have it. You want to be done with it. Okay, good. I didn't want you to say you're done with heart failure. We don't want you to, we want you here. I'm done with negativity. I'm done giving people more than they give me. I'm done with anything that's working against me. Come on. I'm done with anything that don't bring me peace. I'm done with anything and anyone that doesn't bring me joy. I'm done with anything and anyone. Put it in the thread. Oh yeah, come on, pump it up, pump it up. Let's go. I'm done with lying to myself. Yeah. How about this? I'm done with lying about myself. Huh? How about that? I'm done with lying about myself to make other people comfortable. How about that right there? How about that? I'm done with thinking God doesn't love me. Oh, wonderful. Because he does. He does. I'm done with thinking God doesn't love me. I'm done with anything and everything that doesn't bring me peace. I'm done with betraying myself. Yes. Who is done with self-betrayal, self-sabotage, self-denial, self-hatred? Somebody said, I'm done with Trump. I'm not going to say that one. I ain't going to say that out loud. I'm just going to say, watch your ears. I'm done with being overweight. Good. I'm done with being lonely. I love it. I love it. I love it. Done with negative energy. Done with being done. There in the heat, in the height of it. Take a breath. Yeah, come on, breathe. If anything is still coming up, get it out, get it out, get it out in this energy. And if you're done, breathe with me. Come on, breathe. Good. Take a nice deep inhale in the nose, out the mouth. In the nose, out the mouth. In the nose, out the mouth. I want you to bring your hands up over your head. Reach, 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 reach. In the nose, out the mouth. Bring your hands down, arm and shoulder length. In the nose, out the mouth. Now bring them down. Relax your hands, because what that has just done is strengthen your spine. Now, when we breathe, what happens is we want the breath to go down the front of our body and come up the back of our body. Yeah, we want the breath to go down, up, down the front and up the back. So we're going to do that. Down the front, up the back. Down the front, up the back. Come on, in and out. And your hands are just directing the energy. Come on, in, out, in, out, in, out, and relax. Just relax. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. Ooh, somebody put in the thread, I'm done with self-neglect. Yeah. Yeah. Done with self-neglect. In and out. I'm done with self-rejection. Breathe it in and out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. Yes, good. I'm done with accepting less than I deserve. Inhale and out. Yeah, good. Those two words, I am done. And then you add something to it. You just created that experience in your life. Now we know that whenever we release anything, we've got to replace it with something. Because if we don't replace it with something, what we think we release will fill that void and in that hole, okay? Rub your hands together with me. Rub your hands together with me. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, down the front, breathe out, up the back. Yeah, rub your hands together with me. Good. And we're going to just put some stuff in our luminous energy field and the field all around us, okay? Let's start with simple stuff, just with your hands right around you. I am calling in peace. Come on, put it all around you. I am calling in joy. Yes. I am calling in making me a priority in my life. Yes. I am calling in abundance and wealth. Yes. I am calling in truth and light. Yes. I'm calling in my light. Yes. Ooh, come on, let's rub again. We're putting it in the energy field so that the things that we release. Oh, come on. That's good. Come on. I'm calling in love. Put it in your energy field. Put it around your body. I'm calling in divine love. Yes. How about I'm calling in courage? Because some of these changes that we need to make are going to require courage. How about I'm calling in willingness? Come on, put it in, put it in, put it in. Yeah. How about I'm calling in strength? Yes. Come on, put it in, put it in, put it in. Good. Come on, rub those hands together. You're calling in. We let some stuff go. Somebody's calling in peace, love, joy, and happiness. Let's put it in. Come on, get those hands up. Get that spirit rub. I'm calling in peace, love, joy, and happiness. Yes. Push it into the chest, into the heart. Push it into the belly. Yeah. Push it into the legs. Yes. I'm calling in my true, authentic self. Yes. I'm calling in personal power. How about that? Come on, somebody. I'm calling in good sex. Yeah, baby. Ooh, let me push that in hard. Yeah, I'm calling in wealth and health. Just calling it in, calling it in, calling it in. Yeah, now breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I invite you to hold these words with me. I am. I am. I am. I am grounded and centered in my true identity. I am. I am grounded and centered in peace. I am. I am grounded and centered in joy. I am. I am grounded and centered in courage. I am. And radiant health. I am. I am grounded and centered in well-being. I am. I am grounded and centered in love. I am. I am grounded and centered in truth. I am. Ready? I am grounded and centered in the presence of my source. I am resourced. I am. Okay, good. Now just fluff your aura a little bit. Just fluff your aura, your energy all around you. Just fluff it up. Fluff it up. Fluff it up. Yeah. Good. Good. All fingers together. All fingers together. Now we want to breathe in and out. Not losing any energy. All fingers together. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Gathered up your energy. Good. Now, just cover yourself with it. Good. Yeah. I am grounded and centered in the peace of Jesus. I am grounded and calling in steadfastness. Good. Simple things, beloved. Simple things that we can do just to keep our, see how it feels. How does it feel? How does that feel? You let a little out, you pull a little in. I think sometimes we try to put stuff in and we haven't let anything out, and we get overwhelmed. Okay, whatever it is, let some out, call some in. I got a reading for you this morning. The DNA of Healing, a 5-step process for total wellness and abundance by Margaret Ruby. The DNA of healing. You know, the DNA is what makes us human. So listen to this. Many patterns ruling our lives are hidden deep within our subconscious, handed down to us from the belief systems of our ancestors. That is mother, father, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother on both sides. Remember, you have 2 parents. So that's one level. Then each of your parents had 2 parents. So that's now your 2 parents and your 4 grandparents. That's 6 people. And each of your grandparents had 2 parents. All right. So mother and father on one side, mother and father on the other. Now we're talking 8 people. We're talking 8 streams of energy pouring into your body that you don't even know nothing about. Can you hear me? Subconscious seems like a big word, but it is not all that mysterious. The subconscious is described as the thoughts and emotions we can't hear, but that play over and over within us like tapes, shaping the way we see, interpret, and react to our lives. Our DNA is the system that controls these tapes. We all have subconscious tapes playing all the time, but they don't have to be stuck on autoplay. We can create new tapes and in effect, recreate our lives. In order to change what the tapes are playing, we first need to bring what is in our subconscious mind into our conscious mind. Why is this important? Many seminars, programs, and books teach us how to get to the root of our problems, and they tell us that if we can just hold the vision for what we want and get excited about it, it will come our way. Sometimes it works, but often it doesn't work because somewhere deep within our DNA is a program to a pattern that we are not aware of that blocks that vision from coming into manifestation. I'm going to read that again. Listen to me. Listen to me. Programs, books, seminars teach us how to get to the root of our problems and tell us if we can just hold the vision of what works, it will come our way. You know, the vision board and the manifest, all of that stuff. All right. But often it doesn't come our way. What we want doesn't come our way. What we're asking for doesn't come our way. Everybody has maybe a prayer they prayed, they're still waiting for it to be manifested. Why? Because sometimes deep within our DNA is a program from one of those 8 people: your mother's mother, your mother's father, your father's mother, your father's father, or your father's father's father, or your mother's father's mother, or your mother's father's father. Can you hear me? It's going on. It's in your DNA. There's a program we're not even aware of that blocks the vision from coming into manifestation. Huge procrastination. Huge financial scarcity and lack. Huge DNA programs that keep us from getting what it is we say we want. All right. The DNA of healing. Listen to this. Energetic vibrational medicine or healing operates on the premise that the body is made up of energy patterns that are invisible to the human eye, that interface with and influence our physical cells, organs, and systems. Energetic medicine. Our DNA works like our subconscious mind. It holds stories, emotions, and beliefs that we do not recall or even know in our conscious mind. So in order to restore a gene to a healthy state, a gene in our DNA, we have to access the underlying conditions and the belief systems that originally created the defect in the gene that is impacting our life today. In other words, you got stuff going on inside of you that ain't even yours. There's a defective gene. Sometimes it's about relationships. Sometimes it's about health. Often it's about money. More often than not, it's about who we are. And we're not even aware that it's going on. Eyes and affirm till your lips fall off and your eyeballs bleed. If that gene isn't reset, if you don't eliminate, just like we were doing, if you don't eliminate, it's going to keep going on. The DNA of healing, 5-step process to total wellness and abundance by Margaret Ruby. I'm getting ready to do a 25-day process on this book. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. But today, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about that. How do you heal your DNA? And in order to do that, you need something called energy medicine, energy healing and transforming what's going on inside of you at the deepest level possible. And my guest today, my brother today, Charles Munroe, has a process, has a way for us to get in and start healing up that DNA. Welcome, Charles, to the
Yes.
welcome. The community welcomes you. I welcome you. And I want them to know Charles is the owner and the curator of something called the Harmonic Egg. Now, I've talked about the Harmonic Egg. I go to the egg every week. Okay, that's why I have this very youthful face. But I want to talk about the Harmonic Egg and energy medicine. So welcome, Charles, to the Global Community Connection. We got people from all over the world here. Talk to me about energy medicine. Talk to us.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me with this audience. I'm loving the comments I'm seeing here. I mean, this is a great segue. The whole DNA and how that projects into your auric field. It's really, your auric field is really just a projection of what's going on in your DNA. So those stories are actually in your auric field, and they're in layers. So what the harmonic egg is doing, it's a resonance chamber. That it's shaped like an egg, kind of like an egg, kind of like a football, but it's pretty big. It's about 7 feet tall, 11 by 11 feet footprint. So basically, we put you in the egg, and then you're being bathed in color and sound. And so it's the color, the sound, and the sacred geometry of the egg that's actually harmonizing your auric field, which will also affect your DNA. When you make changes to that auric field, that can show up emotionally, psychologically, physically. We even having people who come in there and they work on some of those past lives that are still stored in their field in the epigenetic sense as well.
Okay, when you talk about auric field, I had people pushing stuff into their field today.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the energy around us, right?
Yes.
And things that we think and say and speak, the things that we think most importantly, because some of us don't even know what we're thinking half of the time. That stuff gets caught in the energetic field. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
And what the egg does is it uses sound and light. Why sound and light? Tell me why sound and light.
Because they both affect your field. So the frequency, it's information traveling in the frequency of the light and the frequency of the sound. So we're actually harmonizing with your entire auric field. So for instance, there's basically 3 levels of what's called entrainment that's happening in there. And what entrainment is the way they teach that in school would say you have a room full of small grandfather clocks, and the pendulums are doing their own thing. And you put a big grandfather clock in there. And then you come back in a couple of days and all the pendulums have synced with the big grandfather clock. The reason why that happens is nature wants to reach a homeostasis. And that's actually what's happening in the egg. That actual shape is called a dodecagon. That creates an energetic field. It's a static fixed field. Your field is different every time you come in the egg. And that's what you're getting at when you're talking about how you may have things in your field that you don't even know that are in there. So I have someone that could come in and I had a client who just hit a deer. And the compassion for the deer was in their field. And they didn't even realize until I scanned them with a whole nother device I have called a BioWell, where I can actually see what's going on in the field. But when I put her in the egg, it corrected that anomaly in her field.
This is the bio. Do you have a picture of the egg, Charles?
Not, can I share anything here?
Well, no, I got to share it, but I want to, okay. I thought, well,
anyway. In this presentation, no, this is mainly about the BioWell, which you have up here. So actually seeing that energy that you're talking about.
What happens is when you go to the Harmonic Egg, if you go in person, because I'm going to talk to you because Charles can actually do remote sessions. So whether you're in London or South Africa or Trinidad or wherever you are in the world, with your picture, okay, and 40 minutes of your time, he can do remote. I tell you the thing, my grandson is 6 and Charles does him every week. My godfather is in Panama, okay? Charles does him every week. And my godfather was having some health challenges. He is, listen, if he could eat the egg, he would eat it. But anyway, and you go to Charles, explain to them what the BioWell is.
So what the BioWell is doing, that little device that you see there, you stick all 10 of your fingers in there. And what that's doing, it's reading the energy of your meridians as they terminate at your fingers. So your meridians terminate at your appendages, they terminate at your fingers, your toes. That's what reflexology is all about. So I'm scanning, I'm basically looking at the aura around each finger. It's based on a technology called Curlian photography, where he created a camera that could see you could actually see your actual aura of your whole body. With this, I'm looking at the aura around each finger, and each finger is connected to the meridians. Meridians are connected to all the systems of the body, the organs, glands. So I can pretty much see how your energy is being distributed throughout your body.
If you look at this chart, everybody, GCC family, if you look at this chart, when you stick your fingers in that little BioWell, Charles is going to get this. Look down at the bottom and see what he's reading. Your cardiovascular system. Is that right, Charles? Am I saying the right thing?
Yes, yes. If you go back a slide, So this is initially what we're going to look at. These are, if you go back a slide to the chakras, right? So we're looking at your chakras, right? So these are each one of your chakras. Each one's representing something psychological, something emotional, and something physical, actually. In this particular client, if you notice the green one, that's the heart chakra. You notice it's over to the left. And that's a sign that this heart is closed, which means this person is actually, this particular person actually is just off of a relationship, just broke up with someone. A lot of times I have clients come in, if they're recently divorced or just had to sever a relationship, their hearts will look like this. And that's a closed heart.
It's in the armpit. It should be in the center of the chest, and it's in the armpit.
Right, right. So as it floats over to the left, it's more private in nature, more introverted. As the chakras float over to the right, they're more extroverted, more social in nature. We want them to be closer to the center.
Now, what I find interesting, you say this is a person that just ended a relationship. The heart chakra's out, the sacral chakra or the personal connection, but the root is centered, dead center. So this person really is grounded and probably doesn't have a clue because they're so busy worrying about the broken heart.
And they're purposely keeping it there too. You know, some people, they'll heal that when they're ready. So we don't force them to heal it when they're ready to open that heart up, because that's actually it's like a protection mechanism for a lot of people.
Okay.
To keep it there. Yeah.
So you stick your fingers in the BioWell if you do it in person. You don't do the BioWell if a person is doing remote, right? You can't do the BioWell.
No, they have to physically be there.
So you stick your fingers in the BioWell, and then the thing is going to show Charles, or you, because I saw mine too, your chakra energy. And then it's also going to read your energy. I want you to please look down at the bottom of the page. Oh, Lord, good over here. There, is that where we want to be, Charles?
Yeah, so in this particular case, like I said, each one of those chakras are governing by something physical, psychological, and emotional. In this case, that heart chakra could have been over to the left because we had extra energy coming from the left meridian to the heart or to the lungs. Those are the two physical things that govern the heart chakra. So that's what those two arrows are pointing to. One's pointing to the heart. The green there is energy coming from the left. The blue is energy coming from the right meridian. So when I look at these two, the number two, they're basically pretty balanced. So the heart is not pulling that heart chakra over to the left. When I look at the lungs, they're pretty balanced. That lets me know the lungs aren't pulling that chakra over to the left. Now that lets me know if those two are balanced, then that lets me know that heart being over to the left is actually something more emotional. They have a closed heart. It's not something physical that's actually moving that heart over to the left.
But a closed heart will lead to many disease, right?
Yes. So this is that same person after a session in the egg. The heart's dead center. And this particular person actually wanted to work on the closed heart. So we have music and light, the combinations of music and light that actually target things like this. They can open the heart. And this is her after the egg.
Okay, so let's look. I want to go back for a second. This is where she was before the session in the egg.
Yes.
Everybody, you see that? Look at the top to the bottom. And if you don't know what a chakra is, it's the energy in your body that's connected to the organs in your body. And this is what she looked like afterwards.
Yes.
Now, all of them have moved. These are still a little out of whack, but all of them have moved. But the heart has definitely moved.
Yes. And if you look at that green bar there at the bottom, that's the area where you want your chakras to be.
Okay.
In that green area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. What is this? What is this? Because I keep going there. So
so this is a representation of your field. And this particular young man was autistic, wasn't fully energetically in his body. So this is why you see all of these holes in the aura. So this is representing the auric field. You see all of these holes in the aura. It's like he really wasn't fully in his body. If you go to
what
the
does
next,
that mean? What does that mean?
Some people, and for several reasons, you know, I've had people who actually do a lot of psychedelics sometimes, and they'll look like this because they're kind of leaving parts of their souls in some of these realms, and then they'll go out and get soul retrievals and things like that. They tend to look like this. I noticed a couple of autistic clients kind of look like this, and I've heard different theories about autism, and one is that the human nervous system sometimes is not ready to actually house the energy of this soul. Is that the energy is so high vibrational, like the nervous system has to be upgraded in order to actually house it. This kind of looks like one of these scenarios where he's not fully stepped in into his body. And the interesting thing about this person is his mother said she was told this when she was young, but she'd never seen what it looked like.
Okay.
So when she saw this, she was almost in tears.
This is before he did the egg.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's after.
This is after. So you see how all of those parts of the auric field filled in.
Okay,
now,
who is this?
Now, this is the same person coming back a week later.
Okay.
Where the field has weakened again, but not as bad as it was before.
Yeah.
If you go to the next slide, that's him. That's him after 6 sessions. And he was consistently coming in looking like that.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Sound healing. Now, this is somebody else?
No, that's the same one.
That's the same
That's
guy.
the same one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this thing right here?
These are actually one of the things that we can see on the bio well is meridians. And these are the meridians that we're reading from your fingers, the same ones that they use in acupuncture, acupressure. This particular client had stab wounds in the upper head, right in that upper part of the back of the head. She was stabbed there. If you notice the meridian that I have highlighted there is the bladder meridian. That meridian is the bladder meridian. It goes all the way up into the left of the eye, all the way back down the head, and then down to the side of the foot. The issue is she was in hospice and she had the stab wounds in the top of the head. The doctors were focusing on healing the wounds, but she was incontinent, so she couldn't get out of the bed to get to the bathroom in time. And that's because those stab wounds were along the bladder meridian. So when she came into me, I focused on the bladder meridian. So we have specific music, specific light that actually can focus on that bladder meridian. A lot of water. That meridian is governed by the water element and the sacral chakra. So a lot of orange, a lot of water in the sounds. And so this is what she looked like when she came in. And if you go to the next slide, I think it'll show you what that meridian looked. Oh, that's another thing she had going on. That was her heart meridian, because she used that hand to actually try to block the person from actually stabbing them.
And that memory is stuck in her body. In addition to the physical impact of the stabbing, and also the memory of it now is also her body and her auric field.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're dealing with someone like this, it's almost like you're working on layers of an onion. You have your physical things here, and that's what we worked on first. Wanted to get her to the point where she can actually get up and get into the bathroom. But at the same time, and that happened. So once that happened, then we started focusing on the trauma, just the trauma of it all. That's a whole nother thing. And that affects the field in the the meridians as well. So this is her after a couple sessions in the egg. So you notice I have highlighted the bladder meridian again. It's green now, which means it's healthy.
Mm.
And she was able to start making it to the bathroom.
How many sessions?
She was coming every week. So she was on what I have. I have a monthly plan. And someone actually sponsored her. She had a monthly plan that people sponsored.
Okay.
And that was probably after about a month, about 4 sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One a week.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What is this wonderfulness that I'm looking at here?
This is a client that came in. They were going to remove her gallbladder.
Mm.
She was in excruciating pain. What I'm pointing to there, that's the liver. So the gallbladder kind of goes hand in hand with the liver. So whenever I see issues with the liver is where you hold anger and resentment. So when I first met her, I could tell she wouldn't even smile. And turns out she was fresh off of divorce, holding a lot of anger and resentment for years, though, years even before the actual divorce was final, toward her husband. And I told her there's 2 things. I'll help you get rid of the gallstone, but we have to work on the root cause, which is the resentment. But the key to that is forgiveness. So I had to have her accept that. We're going to work on the physical stuff, and then we're going to work on the emotional root cause, which was forgiveness. And she did 6 sessions. After the first couple of sessions, she was getting CT scans in between the sessions. And so she was monitoring the size of the gallstone. It went from a mass that they detected on a sonogram down to 2 little 5-millimeter stones, eventually down to nothing. The doctor said he didn't even have to do surgery on her at all. So she completely avoided surgery. This is what that liver looked like after we were done.
Wow.
It's just in the green area, which is where you want it to be. When it was in the yellow area before, that's the body recognizing that something's wrong with the liver, and it's sending extra healing energy to it. You want that red circle to be closer to that green. You want it to be in the green. And so we did a forgiveness session where we actually played Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian forgiveness mantra. We actually played that in the egg while she was in the egg to forgive her husband.
Wow. Her husband.
Yes, her husband.
Wow. Listen, I swear by the egg. Tell me why now? Why is this so important? Why is energy medicine something we need to consider and look at? Because I believe we don't have a healthcare system. I believe we have a disease care system.
Yes.
As long as you got a disease, somebody's making money on you, and they want you to stay that way. And they don't talk to you really about health. So how is energy medicine supportive for us today?
I think now that we have so many technologies, the technology has caught up with basically Eastern medicine. A lot of things I'm talking about here is Eastern medicine. This is what Chinese medicine. They've known this for thousands of years. But now we can visualize these things so people can actually see it. And I think we're getting to the point in our society where we figured out that we have to go for root causes, or else we're just on a treadmill of treating symptoms. And it's like you have to get to that root cause, and it can go that far back in generational.
Yeah.
And I make my clients understand that too. We're doing this in layers because I'm ultimately trying to get to the root cause. And some people are ready and some people aren't. I had a woman come in, she was telling me she had Raynaud, she had all these nervous system issues, but I could just read her and tell that she was in fight. And I heard her, and I told her I heard her, and she's in her 60s. And I said, how was your childhood? And she broke down in tears because I could tell she'd been in fight all her life.
Yeah.
And so it was about her father. I said, well, look, we have to work on the root cause. We have to work on you forgiving her father. And she had to think about that. Some people aren't ready,
You're right.
Because they come to me like I'm a doctor. Yeah. And they tell me all the symptoms, and they think I'm going to come up with solutions for the symptoms. And I'm like, okay, no, we have to go back to the root cause.
Yeah.
Because that's further inside your field.
I was raised by a grandmother who was a Native American who passed as Black. So self-denial was huge in my DNA. raised in poverty and dysfunction and violence. And even when I began, my life turned and I was doing very many successful things, that internal dialogue and the things that challenged me, I had to go to the cause. I had to get into my DNA. So not only do I have the DNA of the Tishleki people, the native people, the indigenous people, and then the DNA of the Africans. My grandfather, my grandmother's father, so my great grandfather was a sharecropper. So in my DNA was the belief that I always got to work for other people and that I'm dependent upon other people to take care of me and that I have to put up with bad treatment to get what I need and that I have to be loyal to people who treat me badly. This is in my DNA, showing up in all of my relationships. Thank God it didn't manifest as a health issue for me. But some of us out here have issues that are manifesting as health issues, as financial issues, as relationship issues that have to do with our DNA. You want to speak
Yes.
to that, Charles?
Yeah, I have it. I have clients come through all the time, especially a lot of epigenetic things. But I think with all of them, the main thing that's common with them is that I have to get them to believe that healing themselves can actually heal generations of the
Yes.
DNA. You have to believe that you are that important.
Yeah.
The mere fact that you're even thinking on that level and in front of me and trying to get in the egg, and that's what we're talking about. So
Right.
a lot of people have a hard time thinking, well, it's little old me. Who am I? But you change yourself and you can change your reflections around you, which are all the other people around you.
So Charles's egg is in Bel Air, Maryland. Okay. If you are in the DMV, if you are in Northern Virginia, if you are in Philly, Delaware, New York, make a road trip. I'm telling you, it's worth the trip to go in the first time and do the biowell. But if you're in Cleveland or Los Angeles or wherever, he can do you remotely. All you need is a picture and he will talk to you. You sit for that 40 minutes and listen to I'm telling you, my great grandson's 6 years old. He's in the egg every Friday night at 7 o'clock. Okay. It's good for children. It's good for health stuff. It's good for emotional stuff, spiritual. And it's if nothing in the world is wrong with you, to get in that egg just to increase your energetic vibration. Bel Air, Maryland. Now, Yanfe, June, put the link in the thread, please, so that people can know how to get to Charles. And if you have any questions, put them in the thread, and I'll try to get to them. I see a question here. I want to show this question. I'm a psychotherapist, but feel led to more holistic practices. How does someone study to become a practitioner of energy healing? How does that well, I can answer, but I want you to answer. You don't Dallas, he don't have to come to you. You can come to him. How does
Yeah,
one do
actually, I mean, there's tons of books out there and lots of resources on the internet. It's just a matter of shifting your thinking because you've been trained a certain way as a psychotherapist. I have 3 psychotherapists who actually come to me, and they love the things that they're learning because they weren't trained to look at things from this particular angle, in terms of especially the chakras. And when someone's explaining something to you as a psychotherapist, you're automatically thinking, "Oh, okay, this is the sacral chakra.
Yeah.
It's addiction. It's a sacral chakra." So you're automatically taking certain patterns and behaviors that you're seeing from people, and you're associating it with certain energy centers and the characteristics of that center. And how do you treat that energy center? So it's about the energy of the person, and it's just a slight tweak in the way you look at things. Um,
So, like I said, there it is. To purchase your Harmonic Egg bundle, Charles is giving the GCC a discount for 3 sessions. Why? Because I know the pattern to go once and don't go again. I want you to feel it. I want you to see it. I want you to have the experience, whether you do it physically or remotely. Commit to 3 times. What if an autistic child is not able to sit and listen? He does.
we We do remotes. I just had an autistic. He came in once with his mother. They actually got in there together, and then they did 6 sessions after that, all remotely. They did it
Yeah,
remotely, and he could feel it remotely.
yeah.
He could feel it. He was telling his mother he could feel it. So if you won't mind, Iyanla, if I could explain the whole remote thing and the
Yes,
premise
yes,
behind that.
please.
So we're putting your picture in there. I even do pets. We put pets pictures in there. So we're putting your picture in the egg. Um, and we're writing your name on the back, your birthday, and your intention. Intention is key here. And the whole concept of the picture being in there is an element of your energetic signature in your picture. So this is why some indigenous cultures wouldn't let you take pictures of them, because they knew you could manipulate them through their picture because there was an element of their energy signature in the picture. So we put your picture in there and we play the sound and the light just as if you're in there. I take it a step further where I actually can stream the audio live from the egg to you so you can sit and listen. And the reason this works too is that that combination of the light and the sound and the actual shape of the egg creates scalar waves inside the egg. And scalar waves are actually faster than the speed of light. So once something's faster than the speed of light, time and location is not an issue. It's not an issue. You feel it. I have clients that after their remote sessions, they send me pictures and all of their pets are in the room with them. Well, they were not in there before. The animals can feel it. So they come to where the client is because
Yeah,
they can feel the energy there.
yeah. Somebody's saying the link is not good, but I use the link. Uh, so I don't know. But it's look on the slide right now, and you'll see chromocymatics.com. But
Yeah.
I want you to get the discount. Is there an egg in St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay? I don't know.
We
There
have a
was,
few eggs in Florida. So if you want to find one near you, if you go to harmonicegg.com, there's a locator there. So you can put in your state or your zip code and it'll show you. There are eggs all over the US, Canada, um, I think 9 different countries over the world.
now know that we are not diagnosing disease, nor are we saying to stop your normal medical treatment. Continue if you're on treatment. This is an opportunity to take your healing to a much deeper level. Somebody's asking, have you had success with prostate cancer?
Well, I've treated, for me personally, I've actually had clients come in, they were post cancer. So they had the cancer, they were on their medication. Um, but no one's come in with prostate cancer and that hasn't have already had surgery. For me, most of them have already had it removed when they come in.
Is this also similar to emotional code healing? I'm not sure I know what emotional code
It's
healing.
similar. I'm familiar with the emotion code. It's similar. Just understand the premise behind the emotion code is that your emotions are magnetic. And that's actually something I do whenever I put someone in the egg. I have them to do 2 things before I close it. I have them set an intention, and then I ask them, what does that feel like? And
Yeah.
that's where the emotion code tie comes in,
Okay.
because your intention is electric, your emotion is magnetic. So whatever that intention is okay, I want to forgive my ex-husband. Okay, so what does that feel like? What does that feel like when he calls you on the phone? Are you mad at him? Or are you okay as if you had a completely different timeline with this person?
Hmm.
And then that emotion will actually magnetize that timeline to you. So the whole thing with the emotion code is you have an emotion, they find it, and then they go down one of the meridians with the intention of the opposite emotion, which is 180 degrees out of phase with the one that they found, and that cancels it. So it's a similar thing that's happening in the egg.
I, for me, everybody, next week I'm going to start speaking about something that people are experiencing, but nobody's talking about it out loud. They call it all sorts of other things, and it's election anxiety. People are hairs on fire as we move toward and think about this election. And almost just like COVID, we just feel like we're victims to whatever is going on. So I want to start moving people toward peace, because I think the closer we get to November, the crazier it's going to become. And for me, the egg is just another way of keeping yourself balanced. Not only dealing with physical stuff, emotional stuff, the anxiety, the stress. People are still in job insecurity. And what do you do? Now, everybody can't get to the egg. Everybody can't afford the egg. But I'm going to tell you, if you can get to the egg, go to the egg. As Charles said, you can look up Harmonic Egg and it'll locate where eggs are. I know there are some in California. I know there are some in Florida. There was one in Georgia. And isn't there one in Colorado? There's a couple of
Yeah, oh yeah,
a
yeah,
couple
that's yeah.
in Colorado. So part of it is not just about the election anxiety, but what one form of anxiety triggers up inside of you that then begins to vibrate through you. We got to take better control of our health and our healing and all of that. So someone said, for those, this we always get this question, for those that are claustrophobic, is there need to take a relaxer before an in-person session?
So I've had several clients who are claustrophobic, and we have the door to the egg is sliding. So I can slide it all the way closed or all the way open. And I have people who come in and they need it fully open or closed and everywhere in between. But you still get the same benefit, even if it's partially open or even fully open.
Yeah.
Uh,
And no, you take insurance, Charles,
no,
or
no,
no?
no.
Yeah, because it's it's self-generated healing. That I'm sure the the insurance companies don't want that. The harmonic egg, healing DNA, healing our issues at the core so that they go away and they don't come back. Somebody said you can use health savings plans or flex. There's one in my city in Winston-Salem. Good.
They
Good.
just to answer that question, they can use the HSA card actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. Charles has a bundle for us at his facility in Bel Air, Maryland, which is near Baltimore. So if you're in DC, if you're in Maryland, if you're in Philly, if you're in Delaware, even New York, if a couple of y'all are in New York, call him, set up, 3 or 4 appointments. Y'all take a road trip, come down, do your egg, go have lunch, go to the mall or whatever. Okay, or whatever it takes. Somebody found one in Park City, Utah. Good. The one in Alpharetta, I think, is the one that closed. Isn't that the one that closed? She retired, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Okay.
if it's closed yet. Yeah.
All right. Charles, thank you so much for being with us. Y'all get over there. I'm telling you, it's a road trip. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. You will begin to feel it, and it's subtle. You're not going to have cleaner, whiter teeth and fresher breath. But what you'll begin to notice is things, you don't react to things the way you used to. Things don't bother you the way they used to. And I go in there now to create. I'm not healing nothing. I'm going in and I create. I set my intention, or when I'm working on something and I start getting information. The music is phenomenal. So if you want to do a remote session, when you set it up with Charles, set it up so that at the time he's doing the session, you can sit somewhere and listen to the music. He'll have your picture in the egg. I'm so sorry we don't have a picture of the egg, okay? But hey, let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much, Charles, for joining us today.
All right. Thank you.
He is such a nice man. You're going to enjoy your time with him. I promise you, you're going to enjoy your time with him. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. So the harmonic egg, we got to get healed, people, because this thing is getting ready to get serious. The wackadoodles, the craziness, the againstness, the DNA of healing, taking charge. We're going to begin our process with that very, very soon. The family reunion coming up August 1st through the 4th. I want to see my GCC family. Some of you, I recognize your name because we've been together so long, but I've never seen you. Come and see me at the family reunion, August 1st to 4th at the Lansdowne Retreat and Spa. It has a nice ticket price because this is a 5-star retreat center. Okay. But here's what we're doing. We are discounting. We're cutting it in half. Those people that paid full price, we got a whole goody goodness for you. Those who still want to come and are hemming and hawing about the money, we're discounting it. So a single room has been discounted half price, and a double room. And your price, what you pay for your room includes all events, all meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We also have a commuter fare because some people live in Virginia, in the DMV, and they want to drive. It's really not that far. We have a commuter fare of only $720 for the 3 days, but it doesn't include your meals. But there are restaurants. There's a spa at the hotel. Now, Friday night, we're going to have a special session on relationships, all about relationships. And our guests are going to be Ace Metaphor and Kitty Rose, and we are going to record a live session of the R Spot at the family reunion. You know, the R Spot is my podcast. We're going to record it live because Ace Metaphor, go look him up on YouTube. He is off the chain. Okay. And Kitty Rose, when it comes to dealing with relationship, you can come as general admission for that event only. General admission is $75. Premium seating is $100. But for all of it, whatever tickets you want, the half price, the stay the 3 days, come to the barbecue, come to the Sunday morning session, bring your white outfit, Sunday morning whiteness. That's what we're looking at. Sunday morning whiteness. I'm speaking Sunday morning. You're also going to get the opportunity to meet Grandma Snookums. I don't know what day she's coming, but she is coming. www.iyanlasfamilyreunion.com. iyanlasfamilyreunion.com. Spiritual Warriors, Abundance Nation, GCC family, Rites of Passage graduates, Wonder Woman graduates, coaching graduates, ministerial graduates, personal development. Come on to the family reunion. Here's all of the families that we have, all clans, all nations. Let us come together. Even our Invisible 8 book club, which is still going on. Okay, so men can still sign up. For those of you who are really ready to get to the core, to get deep down in there and do some work, the Personal Development Program, the Intervisions Institute for Personal Development, the Personal Development Program is a year-long program online where you get to do some really deep work and learn how to do the work and move through the echoes and the shadows and the DNA. Personal development is now open. www.iyanla.com, PDP waitlist. Okay, got a wait list. So you can go over there and look at it. I believe the program begins in October. So that's what I have for you today. What do you have for me today? I hope you've learned something that is good. I don't know how to be supportive to my daughters, 22 and 25, as they are paralyzed in their lives. Mind your business. That's how you can be supportive to them. See them growing higher, even if you don't know how that's going to happen. Tough love, sweet love, pushing ownership, personal development for them, if that's what they want. Mama, back up. Mama, back up. Go to the egg and heal your control issues. I know it's hard. Mama. I know it's hard, but there just comes a moment when you have to let them be. And one of the worst things that a mother can do is look at where their children are and see it as not the right place for them to be. You would be horrified if you knew. Okay. Can I tell you all a funny story? So last time I did the I did the GCC, there was a man in the thread who was reaching out to women, calling them that by names, inviting them to do something. I don't know what the hell he was inviting them to do. And I was outraged. I was outraged that a man would come into my thread and be preying on women. Do y'all remember that? I was fussing, damn near cussing. And when we got off, my team said, "Yeah, that was a bot." But what was a bot? It was a robot. So Maurice Eclipse is in here now, talking to Leslie Edwards and Marva Cole. It's a bot. It's a robot. And you call there, it says, stay safe. I always enjoy what you share on your profile, but we're not friends on Facebook. Only this page. I tried to send you a friend request, but please say, no, don't do it. Leslie, Marva, don't do it, because then he'll get in there and now he's going after Marjorie Lemons. It's a bot. It's not a hunker burning love trying to take you out to dinner. It's a scheme. It's a plot. It's a plan. And I was hysterical, yelling and fussing at that man. So this is a bot. Did you all know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I was, and now he's after Laverne Blackman. Listen, Maurice, I ain't gonna fuss at you because I know you don't even exist. But somebody's behind that, luring you into whatever, and then they're gonna borrow money and whatever. But it's a bot. Don't do it. Laverne, Marjorie, that ain't real. I'm gonna go back and Marva. He's going after Marva. Oh, he liked Marva. He went after her twice. Oh God, I changed my photo because it kept counting right. Never pay attention to. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a real person preying on the women. Anyway, go over to Charles and get a session in the egg. Do it in person, do it remote. Make it a road trip. 3 or 4 y'all get together in Delaware and Philly and New York, Northern Virginia and the DMV. Come on, ride up 95. Ride up 95 to exit 74. All right. I want to see you at the family reunion. Stay on the lookout for a process that I'm going to do with you. A drill in silence. 21 days to stillness and silence is now on sale at Iyanla.com. You can get it there. IVTV, I would get your subscription if I were you, monthly or annually, because that's where I'm doing all my stuff. I'm doing all my stuff over on IVTV, because that way I don't have to worry about sponsors and lawyers. And we've got some really, really good stuff going on over there. Okay. A Drill in Silence is one of the programs. You can get it. PDP is not on IVTV. You have to sign up. Charles Munroe and the Harmonic Egg and me loving you. Are you done? Are you done with some of the stuff that's denying your power, your presence, your truth, your being in the world? If you are done, I hope that you've heard something here today that will send you in a whole nother direction. And you know what? I'm done. See you next time. Bye.